Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Simply Nerdy. I'm your host, Steven. Again, I'm joined today by the one and only Alex.
Hello.
And again, we're here to talk about Spider-Man 2. We've both played the game. We've both beat the game. So now we have to have two different discussions. One impression video with spoiler-free, and then a spoiler discussion that you will see later. So, Alex, this is the spoiler-free discussion. This is the spoiler-free discussion. Give me your overall thoughts. What stood out to you during your playthrough of this game?
Easily the traversal. I think going around the map is so much smoother, and it's a lot easier to maneuver around everything in this iteration so far.
I totally agree with you because you totally stole mine. So what I will say is difficulty. I don't know about you. I got my butt handed to me during some of those boss fights several times, and I had to, I had to learn their patterns. I had to learn their every move, and every time they have multiple bars. So sometimes these bosses have multiple bars. I don't know if you consider that a spoiler or not, but there you go. So you finally deplete a bar of their health, and then you go into this different section of the fight. And I died at every section, almost every boss battle. Maybe I'm just bad at the game. But I swear, I played Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man Miles Morales on the ultimate difficulty, and I was fine, and I hardly ever died. This one, I'm dying, and I'm playing on Amazing. I don't know what you played it on, Alex, but I was on Amazing, and I was getting my butt handed to me.
No, it's the same thing with me. I played, Amazing, so the medium difficulty on the first Spider-Man game, and when I tried Miles Morales. And I got my keister handed to me quite a few times, both times. But then this one totally put me through the ringer this time a lot more. I didn't die as often to some of the enemies, base enemies. But the bosses, I definitely had to go back at least 4 or 5 times every single day or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So
it was hard. And then I will not lie to the nerds out there listening to this. I also died fighting peasants. So it's okay. Sometimes those hunters, man, they're tough. And even with the parry, and the parry is also, I guess we're going into combat now. The parry is incredible, and it's not overpowered it's not as overpowered as I thought it would be. And it's actually, at least for me, I'm not a pro at using it. It's actually pretty hard. But I do agree with what I heard online is that it's pretty lenient towards you on your timing of your parry. But even with that, I'd still get my butt handed to me. And I would dodge when I was supposed to parry, and I'm not good at picking up those cues, not even now. After beating the game, I'm still getting used to it. The cues are hard to see, at least when you're caught up in the action. So they did a good job.
it definitely is. I would say after playing this, it almost feels kind of like a Souls-esque game. Not necessarily like one-to-one, but it's just because that they added a parry system into it now. It's just, it's hard because this new mechanic kind of like changes the aspect of the game. Rather than just hitting dodge, 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 dodge. Now you have to sprinkle in dodge, parry, dodge, definitely dodge. Sometimes.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, man.
So it's just, it's a learning curve right now. And honestly, I think I've gotten a little bit better, but it wasn't until after I finished the campaign and I'm like, okay, now I can get this.
Yeah.
So.
Same.
Stupid.
I am going to 100% complete it. Before you even ask me in the comments, I will be 100% completing this game. I'm working on it right now. Did I do it while I was playing? No, I just did the main campaign like I normally do because I can't wait to see how things end. I have to go through the story all the way through. Speaking of the story, Alex, without giving any spoilers, what did you think?
So good. I don't know how to put it other than that without saying anything online. Or, any spoilers, because I've seen a lot of spoilers online about this game. And honestly, so...
Dang. I agree with you. It is so good. How does it compare to you from the first Spider-Man game? Story-wise.
This one, a lot. Well...
Careful, Alex. Choose your words carefully and wisely. I'm just kidding.
Choose it carefully?
No. I think I enjoyed this one better. There's some high moments, there's some low moments. But at the same time, like, spoilers for Spider-Man 1. You've been warned. Here goes. When Aunt May dies, dang, that is a tearjerker moment right there. I don't know if there's a moment quite like that in this game, but there are some hard hitters in this game still that were tearjerky-esque. Though I didn't cry during this one. I did cry during Spider-Man when that happened. But man, this one, the story was dang good. I was happy with the length of the story too. I didn't feel as I did with Miles Morales, where the story ended and I was yearning for more. This one, I felt like it was a really good length. They did a really good job of the pacing of the story. I got a good sense of all the different villains that they introduced, and I feel like everyone had their spotlight, had their time in the spotlight, and Venom definitely had his time in the spotlight. But we'll go into that later in the spoiler discussion. But Alex, what do you have to say about the story?
It's tough. I really like the story for this one, but I don't know. I guess I would say I think the first one has a really good story. I don't want to undermine the first one's story because it was really good.
It was awesome.
But this one, I'm just a little bit more biased for because it has such a diversity of different villains along it. Because you get to see some of the really cool and crazy ones. But at the first game, you see kind of just people with suits and like with suit powers and not necessarily like superpowers or anything.
Yeah.
And so it's just, that's like every single villain in there, even in the DLC as well, which I thought the DLC was kind of like meh at best because I wasn't a fan of the Hammerhead 3-part DLC. It was fine in the beginning. I lost steam in the second, and I was kind of bored at the third. So,
Spider-Man 2 DLC, on board or not on board?
Very much on board.
I'm on board. Please give me DLC, Insomniac.
once I finished the campaign for this earlier today, I was like, now I want the DLC. I want to know. I want more.
I want more.
I want to see a continuation. I want to see more of this. I don't want to wait another 6 years for the third game to come out.
Here first, I don't either. Well, you heard it here first. That's what we thought of the Spider-Man 2 game. These are our impressions. If you want to hear our next thoughts about the spoilers, hop over to this video right over here to check out the spoiler talk with me, myself, and Alex. We're going to do another discussion with Anthony once he catches up. He hasn't quite been it yet, so we're going to have our review a little bit later. But right now, we're going to have a spoiler discussion here with Alex. And if you like this content, please subscribe and please like and leave us some comments so we can talk more Spider-Man. I will comment on almost all the comments, or not, if not all the comments I see down there. All right, guys. And yeah, until next time, keep it nerdy.
Keep it nerdy.